discovered my love for theme park food. I can't get enough of it. So, I figured it was finally time to fulfill my childhood dreams of being a TV chef. I'll show you how to bring the magic of the theme parks into your own kitchen. Some recipes may turn out great, some may not, but hey, we'll have fun along the way. Now here's the soul of rock and roll with a lean message for everybody. I'm for dinner, high in protein. Me can be neat if you give me lean. I'm the soul of rock and roll. Hi, happy Halloween. Woo! I look a mess, I look crazy, but you know what? It's Halloween. Happy Halloween to the queen of rock and roll, the soul of rock and roll, Miss Cher. This is really more of like a Diana Ross, I feel like, than a Cher. So Cher's hair is like, it kind of goes up, like think Moonstruck. It like goes up and then down. But because my camera is flipped, I can't really tell. Maybe, actually, that looks a little bit better now. Oh! Oop! RuPaul would have said, get off my stage, because the wig fell off. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special episode of Food Rocks. I am dressed today as the soul of rock and roll. Now, if you don't know what this reference is, it's from Food Rocks, which is what my name is based off of, which was an old Epcot show. I will put the link right here. Nope, right here. So you can see who this is. But it's supposed to be like a show of like different like rock icons as food. And there is a character that descends from the ceiling named Soul of Rock and Roll. And it's none other than a fish, Soul, S-O-L-E. That is Cher-esque. And she talks about how to eat your meat. Oh, that's the geesh that I'm providing today. Today on Food Rocks, we are doing a special episode because I wanted to do something fun for Halloween. So I decided to do a treat that you only get during Halloween at the theme parks. It is the Pumpkin Spice Milkshake at Magic Kingdom. I have never had this milkshake before. I just want to say, I know there are people on my Instagram at RJ Food Rocks who have had it and have had mixed emotions about it, whether they like it or not. I decided to make it and see if it was good. I also just wanted to make something easy for Halloween because I knew this was going to be the main priority of the video. So enjoy this milkshake. I will be providing beautiful Cher commentary on the side. And I know what you're thinking. I look just like a woman. I understand. But it's not. It's me. It's RJ. I know you're so confused at how geesh and fish, literally fish, how fish I look. But please don't be alarmed. Another person has not appeared on the videos to take over. It is me, RJ. So enjoy this episode. Okay, I'm going to do this while I talk. So the first thing you're going to do is make your own marshmallow. You don't have to make your own marshmallows, but I was shocked at how easy it actually was to make. You're going to start with 2 packets of gelatin like that, and then just kind of dissolve it in half a cup of water and just let it sit. Because you're going to combine it with the syrup made with sugar. That's 4 cups of sugar. Caro, which is corn syrup. And that's it. And water. My mom used to buy Caro, like, at the duty-free store in the Philippines growing up, and I thought that was maple syrup. I just assumed that's what you ate in, like, for pancakes, like, all the time. So I never liked pancakes until I came to America for the first time, and we went to a Denny's where I had my first ever, like, cookies and cream milkshake, which was made with Oreos, and it was amazing. I thought it was the best thing I'd ever eaten in my entire life. And then I had real maple syrup. Well, I don't know if it was actually a real maple syrup, but it's like real pancake syrup that I was like, this isn't Caro. So I was scarred ever since. And this was the first time I bought a Caro bottle in years. So That's how bad I was affected. Make it slowly rise to a temperature of 240 degrees. That's when you know that syrup is ready. And then you're going to pour it with the gelatin to make your marshmallow. So that's what the gelatin looks like when it's just sitting there. So it's gonna look really gross. Don't be discouraged by it. It won't, that's just the jelly part, you know? So don't be discouraged with that. You're gonna start, I need to clean my KitchenAid. Sorry. So you're gonna slowly pour in your syrup in a low speed just to incorporate that syrup with that gelatin until you don't see that gelatin anymore. And it's kind of incorporated into one liquid. And then you're going to add your vanilla extract. Once you've added your vanilla, you can go ahead and pick up the speed here at this point. This was like watching magic happen, because you just kind of you go on a higher speed, and then it turns into like the white gooey part, like the white gooey marshmallow that we all know and love. So this is when I started adding my food coloring. I used an orange one for spooky season. So I just kind of like added drop by drop. I think I went with like 4 drops. I think it calls for 6 if you really want to like to, but like by 4 I was kind of already in this neon orange area. Prepare that ahead of time, the greased 8x8 pan. Just so you can pour that right away, and then it's ready to go. And there you go. That's it. That's marshmallows, you guys. That's how easy it was. And then you just let that sit in the fridge for 2 hours or at room temp for 4. That's it. I got this recipe from New York Times Cooking, and it's honestly, I never thought I could create my own marshmallow until seeing that, and I was like, oh, that's it. Easy peasy. Even a fish could do it. Oh, no matter how hard I try. So on the work surface, you are going to get powdered sugar. And then you are going to take, okay. This is going to be a sticky situation. Let me tell you that now. As the soul of rock and roll, I'm telling you, this is going to be a sticky situation. I'm trying to like pry it off with a knife, but it's not working. You're just going to have to dig in with your hands, just like I'm doing right now. Because until it's covered in that powdered sugar, it's going to be like this. So just pry it out with your hands. I was kind of like doing this like slicing as I like tuck and slice until I finally pulled out the entire marshmallow. And then I just laid it on the powdered sugar just like that. And then it stops being sticky. Just sift some more on top, and you're good to go. This is marshmallows. Now, you know how this is my second time making a Mickey shaped something. I want you to know now that this is not going to go well. But it will be funny because it's a mess. So at first I was trying to cut it like that, even though I knew that the knife wouldn't work because it wouldn't even pry off from the Pyrex. So I don't even know why I attempted to just like cut it out. What ended up working was pressing the cup. I also, if I had like a metal like cookie cutter shaped as Mickey, done. I wouldn't even have to show you this because it already would have been done. So get a Mickey cookie cutter if you really want to make a Mickey marshmallow. Because then you can kind of just press that in and you're done. Unlike me where I'm trying to like cut around like a spoon. Sis. So here I am trying to cut the rest of the body out. And it's just a mess. At a certain point, I was just like starting to rip it up with my hands because the knife wasn't working, like here. And then using the edge of the plastic cup to kind of like cut it out like a mold. And there you go. Mickey's had a bad day, I guess. I am cutting out the rest of the marshmallows as squares. If you want to store these marshmallows after you've made a batch like this, just keep them in an airtight container like that or in a giant Ziploc. So now we're making the shake. You're using half a can of canned pumpkin, like pumpkin pie filling. I'm using 4 cups of vanilla ice cream here. Now the recipe would call for a little bit of half and half or whole milk to help kind of liquefy the shake situation. But because cutting the marshmallows took so long, the ice cream had already melted. And I didn't even need to use any sort of like milk or half and half at all. It was like the perfect consistency. I also added some pumpkin pie spice. Okay, first of all, my camera was on the same counter as the blender. So while the blender was going, it was like vibrating the camera. And look at how trippy that is. I'm so happy that this video is almost done so I can take this wig off. Finally, you're going to top it off with whipped cream. I went with this like pumpkin spice whipped cream that they had at Whole Foods because I was like, why not? It's whatever. It's pumpkin. And then I had to use 2 straws as like splints to hold up. First of all, I tried to poke the straw through the marshmallow. That was not happening. So I had to put in a second straw to splint Mickey up so that it stands for the picture. And then I just used a square marshmallow on the other cup because who cares? As long as I have one Mickey, that's all I care about. And then top it off with sprinkles. There you go. Pumpkin Spice Milkshake. Woo! What was this called? Pumpkin Spice Milkshake from Magic Kingdom. Here we go. Okay. It's very pumpkin-y. It tastes like a pumpkin pie. And not enough sugar, I don't think. I think it's too pumpkin-y. But whatever, season to taste. But it's very good. If you like pumpkin, this is the milkshake for you. Let's try this whipped topping from Whole Foods. That's really good too. Maybe I can mix in the whipped cream with the shake because I feel like I like the taste of the whipped cream better than, just because the shake is just pumpkin. And I feel like the topping has a better blend. Yeah, those are all chemicals. Okay. Oh, Mickey. God. That's pretty good. It's a standard marshmallow. I'm very impressed that I was able to make it on my own.
It's good. Very pumpkin-y.
It's very pumpkin-y.
Tastes like a pumpkin.
That is a pumpkin.
The pumpkin pie smoothie at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Have you had that?
Yes, it does.
Or what it tastes like?
Well, there you go. My perfect recreation of the Tropical Smoothie Cafe pumpkin.
The texture is fantastic.
Yes. I didn't even have to add like milk or half and half.
Great.
So just kind of like let your ice cream melt a little bit and then it's perfect.
And it's healthy because pumpkin's a fruit, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, disregard the 4 cups of ice cream that is in it. Thanks again for watching another episode of Food Rocks. You can find me at Instagram at RJ Food Rocks. You can also subscribe here on YouTube. If this is your first time watching, I'm so sorry that this is what you're getting today. You should have watched my other videos because I usually don't do this. If you are here and you're new, if you would love to, please subscribe so you can get these videos every week. I make a new one and you can be part of the community. If you are watching this and you really thought it was hilarious and loved it, please write down in the comments below. Let's get that engagement. I want to connect with the audience. You know what I mean? So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you here next week for another video. But I know that I'll get through this. Yeah. I love you, Cher. Don't sue me. I love you, Cher. I need to get this wig off now.